Hello, Dylan Mercier with Master Library here. This week we're going to be talking about how to reduce emergency service calls. They're the worst. That dreaded 2 a.m. phone call, a pipe is burst, an important piece of equipment is down, your HVAC has failed, and your facility is dropping to a temperature where you're worried about pipes freezing. That's just a short list of what could be causing your emergency service calls. So, what is an emergency service call? To me, it's anytime you're being reactive instead of proactive. And that's never the way you want to try and do things. That's where inefficiencies happen, additional money and manpower is burned to try and resolve a problem that could have been done much more efficiently if you were being proactive. It's any issue that needs to be resolved right away. A work order that comes in is urgent or emergency. Anything that has the potential of shutting down a facility or even a portion of your building. It could be something that will potentially cause a costly repair unrelated to the original equipment failure. Now, there's a lot of easy ways that you can reduce the number of emergency calls that you and your team has to respond to. Some of them are quite simple. Keeping up on your preventive maintenance. Doing nightly walkthroughs, especially if there's problem pieces of equipment. Tracking your work orders. That way you're able to easily identify the needy pieces of equipment. You may have a belt that keeps breaking periodically, and it could be the result of a larger problem that could be fixed to make sure that piece of equipment does not go down at an important time. Another good way to reduce emergency calls is to track your deferred maintenance. Sometimes there's nothing we can do about it. Work gets busy, budgets get tight, and we wind up having to defer maintenance. Well, identifying which pieces of equipment has had their maintenance schedule pushed off the longest will definitely help you identify the potential of a piece that could cause an emergency service call. As new equipment gets installed, or as you do a site survey of your existing equipment, track down what the estimated end of life is, or at least the useful life of this equipment. That will help you forecast and see into the future and plan ahead for pieces of equipment that may become problemsome in the near future. Now, when that inevitable 2 a.m. emergency work order comes in, you have to have a plan ready to go. No matter how well we run our facilities and how well we track all of this data, you still always run the potential for that emergency service call. Having a good plan in place, knowing which one of your techs are on call, who is best suited to take care of a piece of equipment, and having a list of 24/7 contractors on hand so that it's at your fingertips of who to call in the event of these emergencies will greatly reduce the stress when completing these work orders. If you have a work order system that's been properly set up, you even have the potential of automating these work orders. It could be a low temp alert that comes in from your building management system that if you have the proper automation in place, you can generate a work order that automatically dispatches to the appropriate tech that then has a chance to go inspect that piece and the building and make sure there's no bigger problems happening. In the comments below, let us know what your worst emergency service call has been and what you needed to do to resolve it. After that, like, subscribe, and follow our YouTube channel to keep up to date with upcoming content. Thanks.